So this is my first class for you, chemistry class. So already the first chapter in volume 1, basic concepts your sir might have taught you, and now I am going to teach you from volume 2, first lesson, redox reactions. What is the lesson name? Redox reaction. Redox reaction. This redox reaction is chapter number 8 from volume 2. Okay, we'll start with that lesson. And as per the year plan, it comes the redox reaction. And this redox reaction is very important reaction, and you must know to find out the oxidation as well as the reduction reactions happening in the redox reactions. And this chapter you are going to apply in electrochemistry of your grade 12. And moreover, from this chapter you can expect questions for your NEET and similarly for your IIT JEE exams also. And even some of the competitive exams, when you go for your higher studies, higher education, the competitive exams, you can expect some questions from this redox reaction. So it is a very important chapter, and it's a difficult chapter, and provided if you understand the concept and how to find out the oxidation and the reduction in a given reaction, and how to calculate the oxidation number, and how to solve or balance the reactants as well as the products based on the oxidation number, in the concepts is going to be depicted in this chapter. When you understand all these concepts, then it will become very easy for you to study this chapter. Okay, so you maintain a separate notebook for chemistry, and I want you to write everything in your notebook. No need to have textbook now, just to listen. Everything I will be writing it on the board. Even the exercise sums and all will be given in between the text. After the completion of each topic, there will be inbuilt questions in the textbook. No? Those questions also will be judged here. Understand? So what is the chapter that we are going to see today? Redox reaction. What is redox reaction? Basic redox reaction, you must know both the oxidation reaction and the redox reaction occurs in a single reaction. Okay, oxidation and reduction, both reduction occurs in both the reaction. So both the oxidation as well as the reduction takes place in a single reaction. Then that reaction we are calling as the redox reaction. So what is this oxidation? So just I am telling you, loss of electron is oxidation, whereas here the gain of electron is called as reduction. Gain of electron is called as what? Reduction. So oxidation, the other one is called as what? Reduction. Now, this redox reaction plays a significant role in various day-to-day activities, like the satellites, while launching in the space, the satellites, when it is being launched in the space, the fuel is called as a propellant. Propellant is a fuel which is used in the satellite. The propellants, the common propellant which is used is ammonium perchlorate. This ammonium perchlorate, when it is ignited with aluminium, then it gives rise to the formation of aluminium oxide plus hydrochloric acid plus nitrogen plus water. So here, this is what? This is a propellant. So example I am telling you. Okay. So the propellant is getting ignited. So igniting substance. Under an ignition, then this ammonium perchlorate is getting burned or broken down or decomposed to giving rise to the formation of oxidized product. Okay. Now one example. And similarly, we take common example, photochromatic glasses, sun glass we are calling photochromatic glass. This photochromatic glass is nothing but what? It is a sun glass. The sun glass which is being used. The sun glass. Here in case of sun glass is made in the sun glass, the mechanism occurring is the mechanism redox reaction happening here in the sunglasses. The redox reaction mechanism occurring in the sunglasses redox reaction. Say for example, the sunglasses made up of silver chloride and copper chloride. Now what happens here is this silver chloride plus this copper chloride, copper ion will react. Here there is only the exchange of electrons happening. The exchange of electrons is silver plus Cu 2 plus. That means what? Here Ag plus becomes Ag. Ag plus becomes what? Ag, isn't it? So Ag plus becomes Ag where the gain of electrons has taken place. I will explain you what is the gain of electrons. So therefore it is a reduction. And here what's happening? The loss of electrons. So therefore the oxidation is happening. This is an example. Photochromatic glass. Example is what? Again I am writing here silver plus copper ion. It gives rise to the formation of silver metal along with the Cu 2 plus. So what's happening here? Ag plus becomes Ag and Cu plus becomes Cu2 plus. So both oxidation and the reduction takes place. Now no theory part I didn't come. So when I come to the theory part, I will explain you what is oxidation, what is the reduction in terms of electron transfer. Just the example I am giving you. You just know the photochromatic glass here mechanism is what? The redox mechanism. And it is just illustrative. The equation or the example to put the it is not given in your textbook anyway. But in the competitive exams it will be asked. So that is why I am writing it on the board, the examples equations. And similarly, the firecrackers. When you take the firecrackers, what is the firecrackers? The colorful crackers will be there on night time. Burst crackers, colorful stones and all. Those colorful stones when you take, the firecrackers are the colorful stones when you take, they burn and give rise to the emits the beautiful colors just because of the redox mechanism. So on the colorful stones chemical substances and the firecrackers chemical substances are potassium nitrate, then strontium nitrate, then potassium perchlorate will be present. So another substances are present and the firecrackers potassium nitrate may be present or otherwise strontium nitrate or otherwise potassium chlorate. So let us take down the equation. I am taking potassium perchlorate. This potassium perchlorate again it can be ignited with ignition substances. Aluminum can be used, magnesium can be used, the ribbon of magnesium can be used. Sometimes we can use charcoal also. Charcoals can also be used. Okay. Now potassium perchlorate with aluminum, then this aluminum will catches the fire and makes this potassium perchlorate to get fire, makes this potassium perchlorate to burn, and as a result it gives rise to the formation of aluminum oxide plus potassium chloride. Aluminum oxide and potassium chloride will be formed. So this oxidized product will get burns with a colorful lights. Burns with the colorful lights. So this is what firecrackers, the example. And similarly, we can go again for the batteries. In 12th standard you will be studying batteries. And similarly, in the propellant we can write it as combustion reaction. Burning of the fuel or the propellant is a combustion reaction. Similarly, aging process, senescence, plant senescence, animal system aging process. And similarly, the respiratory mechanism, respiration taking place in the body. So all these things are nothing but it is the mechanism of the redox reaction. So everything is based on what? The redox reaction. Mechanism of what? Mechanism of redox reaction. Okay. So some examples I have given you. Now we will go for detailed study about the redox reaction. Detailed study about what? The redox reaction. Now see, the redox reaction will be comprising of oxidation as well as reduction. Oxidation and reduction should take place simultaneously in the single reaction, then giving us the formation of redox reaction. Then it is called as what? Redox reaction. What is redox reaction? Both oxidation and reduction occurs simultaneously in a chemical reaction. We call it as what? Redox. We call it as a redox reaction. Okay. Now coming to the oxidation. What is this oxidation? Oxidation is loss of electron. Oxidation is what? Oxidation is loss. Very, very important. Listen carefully. What is this oxidation? Oxidation is a loss of electron. Now, coming to the reduction reaction, here it is a gain of electron. Now, in case of oxidation, addition of oxygen takes place. Addition of oxygen takes place, or otherwise addition of electronegative substances. Addition of electronegative atom. Electronegative atom. What are those electronegative atoms? Electronegative atoms are p block elements. The elements present in the p block. Say for example, the halogens, you can take halogens and the chalcogens. What are those halogens? Halogens are p block elements, 7 non-metals, 7A group of the periodic table. Chalcogens are 6A group of the periodic table. So 7th group of periodic table, 6th group of periodic table. Now what are those halogens? We can say for example we can take fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. And chalcogens are the oxygen members, oxygen, sulfur. Okay, so addition of oxygen. So addition of oxygen and similarly addition of electronegative. Electronegative means what? They are the acid radical. So electronegative, the explanation I will give you. Electronegative. What is electronegative? Electronegative means an atom which is electron deficient. Which is electron deficient. Say for example, I am taking chlorine as an example. What is atomic number of chlorine? Atomic number is 17. So 2, 8, 7. So it needs one electron to attain the stable configuration. Now electron deficient site. Electron deficient center or site. We are calling this what as electronegative. Now chlorine is what? It is electronegative in nature. Now electronegative or atom which is electron deficient, electron scarcity atom you add particular, we are calling it as oxidation. So what is that oxidation? Addition of oxygen and similarly addition of what? Addition of electronegative atoms like halogen. Even oxygen atomic number is 8. So therefore it becomes 2, 6. So O2 minus. Then chlorine it becomes minus. Now next one is removal of hydrogen and the removal of electropositive atom. Electropositive atom. Electropositive atoms like sodium. Here, what is drop elements? What is drop elements? Sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium are some of the examples of electropositive atom. Why? Because sodium atomic number is 11. So here it is 19. Here it is 12. So what happens here? 2, 8, 1. So sodium has one excess electron. So in there it is a deficient site electronegative. Here electron rich site which can rotate the electron. Here it becomes 2, 8, 1. So potassium becomes K plus, magnesium 12, Mg2 plus, calcium 20 atomic number. So Ca2 plus. So electron Now we will pass it on to the reduction. Now we pass it on to the reduction. Now for the reduction, we'll see now for reduction what's happening. What is the first point? Loss of electrons. So here what should happen? Here the gain of electron should take place. Here the gain of electron should take place. Then second one, removal of oxygen, and here addition of oxygen. Removal of oxygen. That means what? Removal of what should happen? Removal of electronegative atom. Isn't it? Then third one is what? Removal of hydrogen. That is addition of hydrogen. That is addition of electropositive atom. Okay, now we go for various examples. Can you understand what is oxidation? Loss of electron. What is reduction? Gain of electrons. So addition of oxygen or otherwise addition of electronegative atoms. Here removal of oxygen or otherwise removal of electronegative atom. Here removal of hydrogen, removal of electropositive atom. Here it is addition of hydrogen and addition of electropositive atom. Okay, now we will go for writing the reactions, various reactions. I will go for writing the various reactions. Now you see what is the first. So we will give example, write examples for the oxidation process. Now magnesium combines with oxygen, giving rise to the formation of magnesium oxide. One example. And similarly carbon with oxygen, which is a gas, again it is a carbon dioxide, which is a gas. Then sulfur, which is a solid, with oxygen, which is a gas, and it forms sulfur dioxide, which is a gas. And these are considered to be what? Addition of oxygen. Addition of, correct? Addition of oxygen. I will give you the example. Now, next example, set of examples to see. I am taking methane, that is CH4, which is a gas, with oxygen, which is also a gas. It gives rise to the formation of carbon dioxide plus water. This is a liquid and this is a gas. Now you see what is the condition here? This CH4 becomes CO2. What's happening here? Addition of oxygen is taking place, addition of oxygen has taken place, and similarly removal of hydrogen has also taken place. Removal of hydrogen has also taken place. Removal of hydrogen has also taken place. Okay. Now coming to the third one, you take hydrogen sulfide gas. This hydrogen sulfide gas on oxidation, it gives rise to the formation of sulfur with water. Sulfur with water. Okay, we take 2 here. So then 2. So then 2. Isn't it? Now you see H2S becomes sulfur. H2S has become sulfur. This indicates what? By H2S continuous oxidation becomes sulfur and H2O. So now from sulfur, a hydrogen has got hydrogen is which has got removed, the hydrogen has got removed. Only hydrogen is removed, oxidation. Oxygen has got added to the carbon and hydrogen has got removed from the carbon. Both are taking place simultaneously here. Again, it is also an oxidation. Only oxygen has got added, then also we are calling it as oxidation. Can you understand now? Third. Now coming to the fourth example. Fourth example, you take magnesium combining with fluorine solid, which is a gas. Then magnesium combining with chlorine, again it is a gas, it is a solid. So here magnesium fluoride, here it is magnesium chloride. So two times, here also two, here also two, isn't it? So magnesium fluoride and magnesium chloride has got formed. So here what is the condition? Now here the addition of electropositive atom, addition of electronegative atom has taken place. Then one more example, fifth example, they write it here. The fifth example, I am taking a complex, that is potassium hexacyanoferrate. I am taking this potassium hexacyanoferrate, which is in an aqueous state, combining with potassium hydroxide. Say for example, or otherwise, let us take an example, one more example. That is what not with the. So we will take aqueous hydrogen peroxide. We will take what? Aqueous hydrogen peroxide, and as a result, it gives rise to the formation of. It gives rise to the formation of K3FeCN6 plus potassium hydroxide. That's potassium hydroxide. Again, this is in an aqueous state and this is also in an aqueous state. So, this is the fifth one. So, potassium hexacyanoferrate. So, here you see, this is what? Potassium hexacyanoferrate. Hydrogen peroxide. So, potassium hexacyanoferrate with the potassium hydroxide. Now, what is the condition here? You see, this K is getting reduced to K3, K4 to K3. So, what is that? Removal of electropositive atom. Removal of electropositive atom has taken place. See, what is this oxidation? Addition of oxygen. So addition of oxygen has taken place. The next one is what? Addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen. So removal of hydrogen and addition of oxygen. Third one is what? Hydrogen is removed. So removal of hydrogen. Then what? Magnesium with the electronegative atom. Magnesium with what? Electronegative. Addition of electronegative. Next one is what? Removal of electropositive atom. So removal of electropositive atom. So these are the examples for oxidation reaction. These are the examples of what? Oxidation reaction. So what is the oxidation reaction? Loss of electrons. So oxidation reaction we can write down. Loss of electrons, addition of oxygen or the electronegative atom, removal of hydrogen or removal of electropositive atom. So these are some of the examples for the oxidation reaction. Now coming to the reduction reaction. Coming to the reduction reaction, so on slide. Now coming to the reduction reaction. So what is a reduction reaction? The reduction reaction is gain of electron, removal of oxygen and removal of electronegative atom, then addition of hydrogen and addition of electropositive What is happening in the oxidation? Loss of electron. What is happening in the reaction? Gain of electron. Addition of oxygen and here addition of hydrogen. Addition of electronegative atom, here addition of electropositive atom. There addition of removal of hydrogen, here removal of oxygen. Removal of electropositive atom, here removal of electronegative atom. So now we'll start with the oxygen reduction reaction. So for reduction reaction, we can take very best example is mercuric oxide, HgO. So when mercury oxides of mercury, when it is being, so this is in an aqueous stage. When it is being heated, it decomposed to give rise to the formation of mercury plus oxygen. So here 2 and here also it should be 2. So here it will be in a liquid state and here it will be in a gaseous state. Isn't it? Now what's happening here becomes Hg. So what has happened here? Removal of oxygen has taken place. The removal of oxygen has taken place. So this is the first example. So what is the first example? Oxides of mercury oxide that is being heated. When it is being heated to a considerable temperature, mercury oxide has got decomposed, giving rise to the formation of mercury and oxygen. So as a result, the oxygen has got removed from that of mercury. So therefore, the removal of oxygen has taken place. So what is reduction? The first pointer, removal of oxygen we can write, isn't it? Removal of oxygen, one example we can write. And similarly, one more example we can write, that is, say for example, ferric chloride with the hydrogen. We can take ferric chloride. What is the formula? That is FeCl3. This is ferric chloride, FeCl3 ferric chloride, which is in the solid state. So ferric chloride and combining it with that of hydrogen, which is a gas. So as a result, it gives rise to the formation of FeCl2 plus hydrochloric acid. FeCl2 plus HCl. So now what's happening? FeCl3 has got reduced to FeCl2. That means what? Here, removal of, what has happened? Removal of electronegative atom. What is the electronegative atom here? The electronegative atom is chlorine. So removal of electronegative atom has taken place. Electronegative atom here is what? Chlorine is an electronegative atom. So removal of electronegative atom. So here, removal of electronegative atom has taken place. What is the first example? Removal of oxygen. What is the second example? That is removal of electronegative atom. What is electronegative atom? Chlorine is an electronegative atom. So next one is third example you take. It is unsaturated hydrocarbon, that is CH2, double bond CH2. This is called as ethene. Unsaturated hydrocarbon, which is ethene. Ethene on hydrogenation, that is addition of hydrogen, it gives rise to the formation of CH3 single bond CH3. So that means what? Two hydrogen has got broken and one hydrogen added to this carbon, another hydrogen added to this carbon. So then CH2 becomes CH3 and CH3 double bond reduced to a single bond. So this is called as what? Ethane. So what has happened in this reaction? Addition of hydrogen has taken place. Here what has happened? Addition of hydrogen has taken place. So ethene with hydrogen, it gives rise to the formation of ethane. So addition of hydrogen. So what is the first example? Removal of oxygen. What is the second example? Removal of electronegative atom. And third example is what? Addition of hydrogen. Now next example, the fourth example, very important, that is HgCl2. You take two types of HgCl2 combines with stannous chloride, combining it with that of SnCl2, which is called as what? Stannous chloride. It gives rise to the formation of Hg2Cl2. Correct? Hg2Cl2. Then one more. So SnCl4. And here two Cl is pending. Here two Cl is pending. So it becomes SnCl4. Now, what is the condition here? You see. Here mercury 1, chlorine is 2 proportion. Here you take 2 is to 2 proportion. So therefore we can write it as 1:1. So 1:1 proportion. Upper what did you understand from this? Here a Cl2 over a concentration. Here also 2 and here also it is 2. Proportion are reduced from 2. Here 1. Upper what's happening here? The concentration of chlorine reduced. Reduces. Whereas here 1 Hg, here it becomes 2 Hg. As a result, the electropositive atom, which is an electropositive atom, mercury is an electropositive atom, got increased. It has got increased. Can you understand the meaning now? What's happening in this reaction? I've taken HgCl2 combined with SnCl2, Sn is stannous, that is SnCl2, it gives rise to the formation of Hg2Cl2 plus SnCl4. Here I am writing the proportion. Here Hg is 1:2, here 2:2 proportion. So now I am taking the chlorine, here chlorine concentration. So chlorine concentration has got decreased. Appo electronegative concentration decrease aagudhu. Mercury 1, here 2. So mercury concentration has got increased. Appo electropositive has got added. So appo so electropositive atom concentration increased and electronegative atom concentration has got decreased. So this is called as what? Reduction reaction. What is oxidation and what is reduction reaction? Again we will see now. What is the redox reaction? Redox reaction அப்படிங்கிறது both the oxidation as well as the reduction reaction takes place simultaneously or occurs together in a chemical reaction, in a single chemical reaction. Then we are calling it as redox reaction. So first we are writing for oxidation. The other one is called as what? Reduction reaction. What is oxidation reaction? Oxidation reaction is nothing but loss of electron, addition of oxygen or the electronegative atom, removal of hydrogen and the removal of electropositive atom. What is reduction reaction? Gain of electron, removal of oxygen or removal of electronegative atom, here addition of hydrogen and addition of electropositive atom. Now coming to the reactions for oxidation, first example is addition of oxygen. So I have taken electropositive metal, mercury with oxygen, magnesium, Mg is magnesium with oxygen, giving rise to the formation of magnesium oxide. And similarly, carbon with oxygen, carbon dioxide. So magnesium with oxygen, magnesium oxide, carbon with oxygen, carbon dioxide, sulfur with oxygen, sulfur dioxide. This is nothing but what? Addition of oxygen examples. So similarly here, so in examination they will be giving you the equation, they will be asking you to find out what is the oxidation and what is the reduction state that has happened. Okay. So here also I will be giving you the exercise. So methane with oxygen, so methane undergoing oxidation, giving rise to the formation of carbon dioxide. That means what? The hydrogen has got removed. So removal of hydrogen. So here CH4, CO2, here oxygen has got added. So addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen has taken place. Then third equation is hydrogen sulfide is a gas. On oxidation with oxygen, it gives rise to the formation of sulfur. So hydrogen has got removed from the sulfur plus water molecule. Removal of hydrogen has taken place. So hydrogen is removed. The fourth one point is what? Addition of electronegative atom. Electronegative atom I told you chlorine, halogens, alcohols and sulfur. So magnesium combined with the fluorine, it forms magnesium fluoride. Magnesium combined with chlorine, it gives rise to the formation of magnesium chloride. So this is what? Addition of electronegative atoms here. So here addition of electronegative atom has taken place. Here addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen has taken place. Here hydrogen has got removed. Here addition of oxygen has taken place. And fifth one is removal of electropositive atom. In oxidation, what also should take place? Removal of electropositive atom also should take place. So for that, what I am taking? Potassium hexacyanoferrate. It is a complex. It is a complex compound. So in 12th standard you will be studying about the complex formation in detail. Now just you know the name of the compound. This is potassium hexacyanoferrate. Again, what is the name of the compound? Potassium hexa 6 molecules of cyanide is present. Ligand. So potassium hexacyanoferrate. Okay. of aqueous hydrogen peroxide. H2O2 is hydrogen peroxide. It gives rise to the formation of potassium hexacyanoferrate. So here what happens? Here K4 has got reduced to K3, isn't it? So electropositive metal, potassium is electropositive. Why we are calling it as electropositive? Because potassium has got atomic number 19. So 2, 8, 8, 1. So 1 electron is in excess. So therefore potassium can give away 1 electron. So therefore potassium becomes what? Electropositive. So electropositive or 1 potassium has got removed. So removal of electropositive atom. Here addition of electronegative atom. Here removal of electropositive atom has taken place. This is oxidation. Now coming to the reduction, what has happened in this reduction reaction? You see, this is mercury oxide, oxides of mercury. When it is heated, it decomposes to give rise to the formation of mercury and oxygen. So here what's happening? Removal of oxygen has taken place. What is the second point? This is iron chloride, ferric chloride. So iron chloride on treatment with that of hydrogen, on reduction with hydrogen, it gives rise to the formation of FeCl2. That means what? The FeCl3 electronegative atom has got removed. So removal of electronegative atom has taken place. Now third reaction. What is the third reaction? CH2 double bond CH2 on treatment with that of hydrogen. CH2 double bond CH2 is unsaturated hydrocarbon, which is ethane. On treatment with that of hydrogen, so hydrogen atom has got added. So it gives rise to the formation of CH3 single bond CH3, which is called as ethane. Now fourth point, when you take mercury chloride on treatment with that of stannous chloride, it gives rise to the formation of mercurous chloride plus stannous chloride. So Hg2Cl2. Up here HgCl2, the product is what? Hg2Cl2. On the reactant side, the number of mercury is 1, chlorine side 2, so 1:2. Here number of mercury is 2, here it is 1. So number of mercury 1 to 2 it has got increased. That means what? Addition of electropositive metal has taken place. And similarly, the Cl2 has becomes 2. So one mercury இருக்கும்போது concentration of chlorine is 2. And 2 mercury இருக்கும்போது concentration of the chlorine is 2. So that means what? The concentration of the chlorine has got reduced as the concentration of the electropositive metal goes on increases. So here addition of electropositive atom has taken place. So therefore this is called as a reduction reaction. So today we have seen what? Redox reaction na enna? Redox reaction na oxidation na what is oxidation and what is a reduction reaction. So either based on full and full reaction we are going to write, and some of the examples also I have told you in the beginning of the chapter. Another example corrosion. Corrosion is a redox reaction. Combustion, propellants, launching the satellite into a space. The propellants are getting burned and it provides the energy. So that energy is obtained due to the burning of the propellants, which obeys the redox mechanism. And similarly, crackers, when it is burned, it produces the colorful lights. That is also because of what? Redox mechanism. And similarly, the respiration taking place inside the body, oxidative metabolism, that is also we are calling it as the redox mechanism. And similarly, one very important reaction, the batteries we use for cell use for batteries, car use for batteries, rechargeable batteries, everything is based on what? The redox mechanism. Everything is based on what? Redox mechanism. And one more is photochromatic sunglasses. Sunglasses number use பண்ணக்கூடிய sunglasses, sunlight நம்ம போட்டுட்டு போகும்போது the various mechanism is taking place. Those mechanisms is also a redox reaction. So redox reaction இல்லாத chemical phenomenon, industrial process, normal physical process, day-to-day activities, pharmaceutical mechanisms, everything is based on the redox reaction. Okay, now we will go to the textbook exercise based on this. I will be giving you the exercise. Now see the exercise based on oxidation reduction. In your textbook they have given you. In the reaction, the given 3 reactions I have given. In the reaction given below, identify the species that undergoes oxidation and reduction. We have to identify which species, but in this reaction, oxidation and reduction is also taking place. And you have to identify which species is undergoing oxidation and which species is undergoing reduction. That is the question. Okay, so sure you can expect such type of questions in your examination, in your competitive examination. So ensure that you are getting thorough. Okay. Now you see that is H2S, hydrogen sulfide gas, on treatment with the help of chlorine gas, it gives rise to the formation of hydrogen chloride and sulfur. This is the reaction, isn't it? Now you see H2 gas to sulfur. So sulfur on the reactant side, the sulfur is present with hydrogen sulfide. So on the product side, we are getting only the sulfur. That means what? The hydrogen is removed. So removal of hydrogen has taken place. From H2S. What has taken place in the H2S? In H2S, reduction has taken place. So removal of hydrogen. So therefore, the oxidation has taken place. Removal of hydrogen is what? Oxidation. So H2S is hydrogen removed. So therefore, I call it as oxidation. Here what happens? Chlorine, what has got formed? 2HCl. So hydrogen has got added with that of chlorine. So therefore, here the chlorine becomes reduction, undergoes the reduction reaction. Can you understand what I am telling? So H2S becomes S. That means what? From the sulfur, hydrogen has got removed. So you got only sulfur to be formed. After H2S, removal of hydrogen is called oxidation. Now chlorine on the reactant side, on the product side, we got hydrochloric acid. So chlorine and hydrogen add up, we are calling it as reduction. So here it is oxidation, and here it has become reduction. Now coming to the next one, that is Fe3O4 plus Al gives, that is aluminium, is a iron oxide. Give rise to the formation of aluminium trioxide. So now you see Fe3O4 becomes Fe. That means here what has happened? Removal of oxygen has taken place. Now here what's happening in case of aluminium? Addition of oxygen has taken place here. Here addition of oxygen has taken place. The species Fe3O4 le oxygen remove ஆயிட்டு வெறும் Fe மட்டும் இருக்கு. When removal of oxygen has taken place, then we are calling it as reduction reaction. Correct? Then here aluminium has become Al2O3. Aluminium becomes Al2O3. That is addition of oxygen has taken place. So therefore I can call it as oxidation reaction. Therefore I can call it as what? Oxidation. Aluminium becomes aluminium oxide, and Fe3O4 becomes Fe. So oxygen has got removed here. Here oxygen has got added. So Fe3O4 is a reduction, and A becomes Al2O3, that becomes oxidation. Now next one is sodium hydrogen becomes sodium hydride. So sodium what has got added? Hydrogen has got added. So sodium is an electropositive. Since it is electropositive, it gains the electronegative hydrogen. Gain of hydrogen has taken place. So gain of hydrogen has taken place. So therefore, I can call it as a reduction. Similarly, this hydrogen, which is electronegative, it combines with what? It combines with electropositive, that is sodium. So therefore, here what happens? This electronegative combines this Na+. So therefore, here it becomes oxidation. Only reduction you keep it in mind. That will be enough. This you don't write. So what has happened? This sodium combines with this hydrogen and it gives rise to the formation of sodium hydride. So that means here what has happened? Only the reduction has taken place. Why we are calling this reduction? Because Na+ gains an electron, gains the electron. So therefore we call it as what? Reduction. So it gains an electron. So therefore it becomes reduction. So Na+ attains one hydrogen. As a result, it becomes a reduction. So because it is electronegative, Na+ this becomes electronegative. Hydrogen is attract பண்றதுனால it is reduction. So what is reduction? Addition of hydrogen is called as a reduction. So hydrogen has got added with that of Na+. Sodium is electropositive. combines with hydrogen. Sometimes hydrogen acts as what? Electropositive as well as electronegative. So hydrogen are combined with electronegativity according to this reduction. Okay. So what is the question? In the reaction given below, identify the species that undergoes oxidation and reduction. So hydrogen sulfide with chlorine, either oxidation, either reduction. Adhe mari iron oxide oda, aluminum oda, which is reduction, which is oxidation. Sodium and hydrogen oda, which is reduction that we have currently. So oxidation and reduction topic, first topic in your textbook is over. So see to that you are writing in your classroom notebook and you are making it thorough, so that we can continue with the next topic in the next class. Okay. So thank you.